Hi there, it's Toni here, and this week I'm going to talk to you about the King Brothers Season 2 and the decision that I've been wrestling with for a little while, which is about whether or not I would remain in KU or whether or not I would take my backlist wide. So hang around and we will have those discussions. And if you're watching on the replay, that is very cool as well. It's lovely to have had you here. So if you're new, who am I? My name is Toni Kenyon and I am a rock star and billionaire romance author, and I come to you most Friday afternoons New Zealand time from my trusty red couch here. So how are things? What's been happening and what's going on in my little world this week? This week we are at we're at week 23 of the King Brothers, but we're actually at the first week of season 2. So the votes have come in, and if you have read this week's episode, you'll know that we are now following our lovely man Liam, our interesting drummer with the dark and fascinating past. And we're going to see where his story takes us as we move through the next portion of the band's backstory. So it was a tricky and interesting episode for me to write this week because it is always fun and a little time consuming and quite interesting getting to know a new character. I mean, we've had a little bit of an insight of what Liam's about, and you voted on a couple of things. Some of you weren't prepared to take him quite as dark as I wanted to take him at the time, but we'll see what I can do in the absence of voting from you, so stay tuned. But I'm really looking forward to getting to know him, to see what it is that drives him other than his love for hitting things. And what exactly is going to happen between him and our lovely Irish barmaid, Alana. So if you haven't read this week's episode, please go have a read, make sure that you vote, let me know where we're going to take the story, because it is, as I say every week, so much fun having you along and having you help me decide about where the story is going. Okay, so today, today I was like, am I going to make it to the red couch this afternoon? I woke up this morning feeling like absolute crap, and I don't know why. And as my dear husband keeps saying to me, it's because I'm vegan, but I don't think that's got anything to do with it. I think the reason I was feeling like crap is because I've eaten something that has disagreed with me, and we've been trying lots and lots of different and interesting, what can be described possibly as vegan junk food. And I think there was something in one of those pretend sausages that I had for dinner last night that didn't agree with me. And I am unfortunately one of those people who travels a very narrow road as far as what I can ingest is concerned. And I think there may have been some preservative or something in there that just kept me up all night. My mind was racing. I felt like crap when I got up this morning. And thankfully, as the day has gone on, my general sort of nasty liveriness about life has increased. So here I am on the couch, which is always a good thing. And as far as the Kindle Unlimited position is concerned, if you have read my newsletter, you will see that my books are coming out of the program. They've been in for a year now, and I've thought long and hard about this. This is not a decision that I have come to easily, and it's a decision that I've come to in consultation with lots of other people who've gone before me, which is what I tend to do when I make a decision. I have learned to be slow to act, but then when I do act, to follow through. So what I have decided is that I would like to be able to sidestep some of the drama that goes on in the publishing world around that program. And I don't want to bore you with the details, because as somebody who just wants to be entertained and buy my books to read them, and good on you, and thank you for doing that, and that's what I'm here for, to entertain you. So I don't want to bore you with what goes on in the background, but there has been some controversy and some nastiness, and I'm the sort of person that I can't get involved in that sort of thing. And what happens is I end up getting bogged down in all of that darkness and ugliness and ugh. And I don't want to be a part of that. So part of the decision to remove myself from the program was because I didn't want to be affected by that any longer. I didn't want to have to worry on about the middle of every month what the rate was going to be and how people were going to react and all those things, which you don't need to know anything about, but they are things that people who are doing what I'm doing worry about. And so I do need to know about some of those things, but I try and stay away from them and, work my own program and run my own business. And so I've consulted, I've assessed, I've looked at my options, and I have made the decision that my books are coming out of the KU program and they're going wide. So at present, Vegas Style is available on all the platforms. So that means it's obviously still on Amazon, but it's out of the KU program. And it's on iBooks and Kobo and Nook and Google Play. And the rest of the Style Strike series will slowly, over the next month, probably about the next 5 or 6 weeks, drop out of the program. So if you haven't picked those up and you want to read them inside the program, I suggest that you go and grab those now. I'm just giving you a heads up. And the Perfect Love series and my Billionaires, the Pacific Billionaires, and most of my other standalone backlist will be out on the majority of them on the 8th of September, and then a few stragglers a bit further down later in the month. So really all I'm saying is heads up, if you're in KU and that's where you read and you want to make sure that you can read the rest of the series that you're reading that you may not have finished, make sure that you grab those books before the 8th. I think I will get another newsletter out before then, so there will be another reminder, but do try and grab them when you can or as soon as you can to make sure that they're in your KU library so that you can read them before they go wide. And if you are a consumer on the wider platforms, you'll be pleased to know that you can get the rest of the books on the wider platforms very shortly. And I'm looking forward to exploring the possibilities of finding new people to love characters that I've created and that you're helping me create as well, because the King brothers will be going straight out onto all the platforms. And the good thing about this too is that there will be some perma-freeze at the start of each of the series on all of those platforms. So if there's a series you haven't tried and you're not in KU, then you're going to get the opportunity to try that. And I'm looking forward to that too. So there's some real positives in there for a number of us. There may well be a few of you who are a little bit peeved with me, and I'm sorry about that, but I just wanted to give you the heads up so that, hey, you can read the material now before it goes out of the program. So that's it really, I think, for me this week. I'm very pissed off with Create Space, who have vanished and just been absorbed by KDP. So I have to press a few more buttons when a few more things come up on my dashboard to transfer everything else. And so we will continue with our program to get the backlist into print. And it will now be possibly on KDP, and I may well be looking at Ingram Spark for wider distribution too. So even more homework for me to do, but that's the fun of publishing. The landscape is constantly changing and undulating and keeping me on my toes, and I'm never bored. So wherever you are in the world, I hope that you have a lovely weekend to look forward to. It is the first day of spring, yes, here in New Zealand tomorrow. So my Northern Hemisphere friends, I hope that you are looking forward to the autumn and the fall. I have family who've just gone to the Northern Hemisphere, so they are hopefully having a very pleasant autumn up in the UK, and it's not as hot as it has been. And I've been having a lot of fun in my greenhouse. So everything's getting warm, coal seeds and things coming up. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands back in the dirt, getting out in the garden, hopefully, if it doesn't rain this weekend, because spring means we get a truckload of rain, but it all comes down monsoon-like really fast and then stops. and I just have to, squish around the place in the gumboots. So anyway, there you go. That's going to keep me occupied, lots of dirt under the fingernails, and lots of wonderful things to grow. If you're interested in what's been going on in my greenhouse, check out my Facebook page. I put some photos there of some of the things that we have been growing through winter, which I'm very proud about. So anyway, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support and for reading my stories. I'm looking forward to seeing where you are going to take Liam and Alana in the next 22 odd weeks that we have to look forward to getting to know them. And send me your feedback. I love to hear what you're thinking and what's going on. And I will catch you again next week. And these weeks just seem to be going faster and faster and faster. But hey, I guess that's just how it is. So take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy what you're doing. And I will look forward to catching you again very soon. And I see that my lovely friend Talia has just arrived. A special wave out for Talia, who is living way across the Tasman now. And it's not fair and you should be here. God damn you. But anyway, I will look forward to seeing you all again next week. Take care for now. Bye-bye.